What's going on, guys? Hey, it's Bongface with you. Today I wanted to bring you a story out of Brevard County, Florida, where two sheriff deputies were playing Call of Duty in their apartment. Now, if anyone should remember the 4 rules of gun safety, you'd think it would be a cop, but nope. One of these guys decided to take his COD game to the next level whenever he pulled out his pistol, pointed it at his buddy, a fellow sheriff's deputy, and he pulled the trigger twice, thinking the gun was empty. Well, of course it wasn't. There was a round in the chamber. It went off, striking the other officer and killing him. Now, this officer that shot him decided to call 911 and do the right thing, perform CPR, but it was too late. His buddy died. So now he's in jail, facing up to 15 years for manslaughter. We'll check out some of these news clips and then we'll get into it.
The sheriff said the two deputies were best friends and roommates. They were off duty playing video games when this happened. He called the shooting that took the life of Deputy Walsh, quote, dumb and completely avoidable.
I have to stand here and talk about the loss of one of my deputies, who I love so much, as the result of the reckless actions of another one of our deputies, who I also love, and who has been a good kid.
Brevard County Sheriff Wayne Ivey says Deputy Austin Walsh and Deputy Andrew Lawson were roommates in Palm Bay. They were playing video games at home on Damascus Avenue early Saturday morning. The sheriff says during a break, Deputy Lawson was joking around with a handgun that he thought was unloaded. He pointed the gun at Deputy Walsh and pulled the trigger. That one shot killed him.
This unnecessary and totally avoidable incident not only took the life of an amazing young man and deputy, but it has also forever changed the life of another good young man who made an extremely poor and reckless decision. Austin and Andrew were the best of friends, and Andrew is completely devastated over what happened. Even with that, there is no excuse.
Deputy Walsh died at just 23 years old and loved serving Brevard County. He had been with the department since he was 18, and before that, he volunteered. The sheriff says his loss is truly tragic.
Man, Austin was such a great kid, and our hearts are broken over his loss. He will be deeply missed.
Lawson was taken into custody for manslaughter with a firearm. He's still in the Brevard County Jail tonight. In the studio, Stephanie Buffmonti, Fox 35 News.
No, I'm sorry. This officer Lawson was a complete moron. Anyone that has ever been around firearms knows the 4 rules of firearms. You treat every single gun as if it's loaded all the time. It doesn't matter if you just checked it and you're like, oh, I know it's unloaded. You still treat it as if it's loaded. You never, ever, ever point a gun at something you don't want to destroy. You never put the muzzle onto something that you don't want to shoot and destroy. And what's one of the biggest rules? You keep your booger hook off the bang switch. Don't be fingering up the trigger unless you're ready to shoot. The only reason you touch the trigger is to shoot the gun. A hunter's rule, but it goes for all firearms. Know what's beyond your target. You never shoot at something unless you know what's beyond it. Basically, if you miss that target, what's your round going to strike? Now, officers don't have to worry about that as much, but us as civilians, you better make sure you're hitting what you're shooting at, because you will be charged for it. So this dude forgot all of them rules, basically, when he decided to shoot his friend. Now, this ruined both of their lives, obviously. One guy's dead, and this guy's going to go to jail and probably never ever work a decent, meaningful career again because of this. Now, I'd hate to be a cop that goes to jail. I'm sure he'll get special treatment and whatnot, but I'd hate to be a cop going to jail. Even though you might, like I said, special treatment. He might get special treatment for killing another cop, as crazy as that sounds. This just goes to show you that cops do dumb shit too. So, anyways, if you guys like what you've seen, please subscribe. I'll be pulling in some more content like this and providing it for you guys. Anyways, this is Bongface, and I'm out of here. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Let's go, Brandon.